far about, what have we learned besides what we've already gone over? Can I have some volunteers, please? What is a karihi? Go ahead, Erin.
A syllable.
It's a syllable, or a cutting word.
Or cutting
correct?
word.
Right. Okay, what else is there that we've learned?
Kigo.
Kigo, what is a kigo?
Seasonal or nature.
Seasonal or nature, so that's a requirement. Okay. So it moved from a game into an actual form by a gentleman named Basho. He was, he wanted to take it more seriously. His last name was Basho. And so he, in the mid-1600s, he decided to make it more formal, into a serious art form. So he also felt that it could just stand to have 3 lines only, and the cutting words would be 17 cutting words, or karihi, I guess is how you say it. So it has to have 17 karihi. Okay, so there's the history so far. So once, so let's read the whole poem that I started earlier. And let's go ahead and see how many cutting words were in the beginning. So as we go, did I say it?
No, I just had a question.
Okay, yes.
Cutting words can be thought of as syllables, but I mean they have the word in them. So if you have a word that has multiple syllables, does that have multiple karihi, or is it a distinction you made that?
Well, the distinction would be the difference between the English language and Japanese, I
Yeah.
guess. I'm not entirely sure how to answer your question, except to say that once it transformed into English language, it became the syllables, it became the cutting words.
Okay.
Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, great. Thanks for your question. How many is that so far? We're getting really close. Good, you guys are doing an excellent. You all? Oh. All of you fabulous young poets are doing a great job of volunteering. I appreciate it. Okay. So under the English language requirements, it became, because Japanese languages are written in not the same form we have. We have dual form this way. Japanese languages are written down like this. So we established 3 lines of 5 syllables, 7 syllables, and 5 syllables. So I'm going to read this out loud and let's count with our fingers. Curving up, then down. That's 5. The next line is meeting blue sky and green earth. That's 7. Melding sun and rain. So it was 5, 7, 5. Now let's review a couple of things. I'm going to just read, you don't have to count. 2 more minutes? Okay, thank you. Curving up, then down, meeting blue sky and green earth, melding sun and rain. Where's the kigo in that? You guys remember what a kigo is? You might have to look back on your notes.
Sun and rain.
Correct. Kigo is seasonal in nature, correct? So let's go ahead and write down in our notes, under the English version of haiku, how many syllables are there in the first line?
5.
And how many are in the next line?
7.
7. And how many are in the next line?
5.
5. Good job. Thank you for volunteering. It still has to have a what in it. We just discussed it. It has to do with seasonal and nature. What's that called?
Kigo.
Kigo. Correct. It also needs to express a thought, feeling, or mood. So I would go ahead and write that down as one of your circles. And there is not supposed to be any rhyming to it. If it becomes something that does not have, let me look and see how it's spelled out. If it becomes something that does not have a rhyme, or that does have a rhyme, or has more than 5 syllables, because it can, but if it has to do with something other than nature, or doesn't have the 575, it's called a I don't know how to pronounce it, senryu. So this is considered the comedic form. Of haiku poem. Okay, I'm gonna have you guys, I'm gonna have all of you great poets giving you the chance to fill in the blank of one of these, of a poem, a haiku poem. So the first 5-syllable line is green elms in the woods. And then the next line is blank. And then the next line is standing tall and proud. So we need to come up with 7 lines, and then we'll be closing with that. So, or excuse me, 7 syllables. We need to come up with a middle line that has 7 syllables. Green elms in the woods.
I have one.
You do, Jessica? Okay, give me one. Okay, we'll call on you. I'll start off. Green elms in the woods.
And then how did it end again?
Standing tall and proud.
Okay. Wait, I just lost it.
That's okay.
Okay, it was something like climbing. I just lost it. Okay.
Well, let's start with climbing. Does anyone else have one?
I have.
Okay, go ahead, Mike. Sorry, Jessica.
We can use climbing in the torrent wind.
Climbing. Okay, so let's count that. Climbing in the torrent wind. I like it. Okay, very good. Does anyone else want to share theirs? They have one? Go ahead, Erin.
Stately, graceful, and shady.
Stately, graceful, and shady. It has kigo. It has kirihi, I guess is how you pronounce it, the 7 syllables. Did you have one, Kate?
I don't think I did. Smell earthy and clean.
Smell earthy and clean. That's only 5, so we would have to add something else in there. Okay, time.
Oh, no, I
as
have one.
Oh, you have one. Oh, okay. What is yours?
Bending, flowing, feeling calm.
Nice. I like that. That's good. So everyone can be poets. All of you can be poets. And now we know what haiku consists of. 575. So as a reward for all of your participation, because we did get 10 exactly, I'm going to give all of you participants a fortune cookie.